Hey scrapbookers and crafters, this is Michelle at michellesizemore.com with one L in my website link, and my link is posted in the comments below this video if you want to click that to go to my website and purchase products or find out how to reach me. I'm a Creative Memories advisor, and today you'll learn how to make this calendar page using Creative Memories products. So the base paper is this right here. This is from the calendar kit from the This Life collection from Creative Memories. I love this collection. So the collection or the kit comes with lots of these calendar grid papers that you can create. They don't have numbers and stuff, so you can design them yourself. And they have a paper color on the back. And then it comes with stickers to put here, to make your numbers for your calendar. They're transparent, so that's great. For example, if you were to put a square here of blue and you wanted to put your little calendar number here, the blue will show through and it'll just look like it's on the blue paper. So you wouldn't want to use a light color because it does show through. I like that instead of it looking like, white right there. So, and then it has all these other little stickers too. So I used that. And then for this top border, I am not going to show this on this video because you can go to my YouTube channel under the winter playlist and also under border maker system. You can see how to make this video. I did a whole video on just this border, and I had this border left over from teaching it, and I decided to use it on here because it worked perfect. So I'm not going to go through all that, but I will share with you what I used to make this. This came from the calendar kit, and this is light blue cardstock, red cardstock, or cranberry actually, like a royal blue and a white. And then this paper came from that collection, and I used a decorative blade with the custom cutting system called Colonial. You could also use one called Wave. I think either one of those would look fine. And so again, just refer to that video to see how to make the border, and then I just mounted it down at the top here with my repositionable tape runner. Okay, so the first thing I would do is cut my squares. So I cut a square from here. I cut a square from here, or two squares from here, and then there is a blue paper right here. Okay, so I'm just going to punch one square to show you how it works, and I'll do that with red. You want to get as close as you can to this edge so you don't waste paper. And just to show you what I like to do, just because you can't see what's up underneath there, I like to look at it from the bottom. So let's turn it upside down. And because, see, you can tell right there, if I were to cut, it would cut it too short because it's open right here. So it'll show me exactly where I need to slide over, okay, to still get really close, but be ready to punch. And you can tell it didn't waste any paper, just a little sliver. So that's how I did my punches. And here's some squares. I used some of these. And I'm going to set this aside. And the first thing we'll do is add our squares. So pretend I've already added my border at the top just with repositionable tape runner. And here we go. So, January starts at Wednesday, January 1st. So I'm going to start there with my numbers. I'm not going to put all the numbers on here just to save time. But I'm going to grab the 1 off of here and put it right there. And then the 31st ends on Friday, so I'm gonna I've already used my 31. Here's another one. Here we go. So I'm gonna grab that 31 off of there and put it right here on the square. Okay, see how they're transparent? I love that. Okay, and then so I have these openings here that just aren't part of the calendar, so I'm gonna kind of try to make those cute. So I put let's move this over. I put this here, and this here, and this here. I think that's messed up. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little tape runner. Let me cut another one of these. Those look, I don't think I did those very. I think what happened was I didn't have a good straight edge, and it just didn't do right. So I'm going to cut a square, a couple squares with this. Okay. Now I'm going to take my repositionable tape runner on the back and just add a little dab at each corner. Now on Sunday, it's going to stick out past the page a little bit, but I'll show you how to fix that when I'm done. Now, and let me explain why. Most of the squares are perfect for our square punch. The size is exactly right. But on the edges, they had to make them a little bit skinnier to make it fit on the 12 by 12 page. So that's why I'm going to have to cut a little bit off. And here we go. Then I'm going to put the red here, and this sort of snowy blue here. My little dog is down here looking for paper scraps to play with. And then I had another one down here. So I need to punch another one of those. And I'm going to put some tape runner there. And mount that there. Now I'm going to flip this over and grab my scissors, and just wherever it sticks out past the page, I'm just going to cut with my scissors. Way easier than trying to measure it and be all exact and stuff. So cut that off, and then cut this off. It's just a little bit. Sticky on my table because I really like to use my repositionable tape runner on a mat, and I didn't, so it got on my table. But I have this little rubber, here we go, this little rubber square, a little pickup square. I think we can still get these from Creative Memories right now. If not, you can get them at a regular scrapbook store. But if you find that you get some repositionable tape runner or adhesive on your table or somewhere where it's not supposed to be, just rub it with this, and it rubs it off. This cover for my table is kind of new, so I'm trying to keep it cleaner because my other one just became a mess. Okay, so there we go. Here we go. Now, and pretend my border's here. So I've got my squares, and now, what I would do to these squares is just, I love doing calendars because you can just find random stickers that you have in your sticker scraps from here, there, and everywhere and use them. So I'm just going to show you like where I think I remember finding these. These were stickers from the Flurry of Fun collection, which is this paper that I used. This sticker was from our new Noteworthy Days collection. These two were from a scrapbook. It's called, I have two different packs of scrapbooking paper, like related to scrapbooking, Scrap Happy and Picture This. They're two different older CM collections we had. This was from there as well. These little snowflakes were from Flurry of Fun because we were at a scrapbook event and it snowed, and we got a really pretty snow while we were there, so we kind of got snowed in. That's why I added the snowflakes. This is from, there was a, I don't even remember exactly what it was from, but we had a sticker strip that had like coffee cups and like friendship things, like meeting friends for dinner. And it was a random one that I had from the past. And so I just added that here. And then there was another one related to food. I just try to make sure when Creative Memories comes out with new collections, I kind of scoop up and buy all the collections. I mean, of course, since I'm an advisor, it's easier for me to say that. But I like to have things like this on hand to use for when they go out of stock later. So I have a good stash of a little bit of everything here. So these are great to pull from. So this was from a food sticker strip. This was from the cabin collection. It was a collection we had a couple of years ago, and it was perfect because this was a cabin weekend. This sticker right here was from the Flurry of Fun collection. And this punch, let me show you how I got this. This is our border maker system, and this is our Shutter Love border maker cartridge. So I just punched that out with our royal blue cardstock. And for some reason, I'm struggling to find it, and I know here it is. It's under here. Okay, I knew I pulled it out for this. So you just put your cardstock in. Since I only need like one camera, I'm not even going to use this because I don't need to punch a 12-inch border. So you can use this like a standalone punch. Just put your cardstock in and punch, and then you get this little camera, and then I would just cut it out. And I would probably use my micro scissors, the little, here we go, these, because it's little intricate stuff you want to cut off. So I just want the camera part. I don't want the heart, so I'm going to just cut it out. And again, this border maker system will punch a whole row of these, but I just wanted one, so that's why I didn't use the whole thing. I'm just going to cut that off to get it smaller. And then I'm just going to cut that off. So now I have just one little camera, so it's almost like a little camera sticker. And let me grab my silicone mat. It's great to use these so stuff won't get on your table like I was having to clean up a while ago. Anytime you use adhesive, I like to use these. This comes in a set of 3, like this. There's a big one, there's this one, and then there's this one for borders. I love these things. So you'll see me on almost every video using these. So I'm going to, on the back of this, just put generous amounts of this repositionable tape runner. It comes out in little clear dots so you don't see it on the other side. It's the only thing I use really for scrapbooking and crafting because it's just so great. I love it. Now on the 30th and the 31st, and pretend all my numbers are here, I was at this, well, that's for, I'm making this video for my virtual team crop. So y'all may be watching this on that, but I'm also going to have it on YouTube. But there was this little Creative Memory sticker here, and that was from the Scrap Happy collection. So I put that there, and then I just mounted the camera there. And you want to rub it off so that any of those little clear dots that are there will just kind of rub off. Okay, so that's how I got that. Now I also use the border maker system here and here. Well, no, here. So I use the Banner border maker cartridge and a light blue cardstock. So I'm gonna punch this with my thumb. Y'all, excuse me. I need something to drink. My throat gets dry. So I'm gonna take this out. Now I forgot to get light blue cardstock, so I'm just gonna use this right here. So you put this inside here. Make sure it fits in. Your metal pieces are sticking out. And then we're going to just punch once to get a little banner. Okay, that's all I need. Just one little banner. And that is perfect for using with these calendar pages because it's just the right size to fit on these little squares. So right up here was a spa day. So I put this here. And you know, I'm going to cut the edge off of one side because I don't really want it to be dovetailed. Okay, because I want there to be room to put this little heart. Now I have this little heart punch that comes with there's a trio punch little miniature set we have, and one of the punches is a heart. I use this all the time. So I'm going to grab my red cardstock and just punch a little heart. So I'm going to push this to make it open, stick my cardstock in there and punch, and then I have a little heart. So I'm going to put some tape runner on the back of my little banner piece very generously on there and stick it right there, and then put a little tape runner on the back of this little heart. And let me show you something. We have this nifty little tool called our lifter stick. So if you want to lift something up, just stick it and it'll lift up these little bitty pieces instead of having to like lick your finger and try to get them up and stuff. So I love this thing. It's kind of rubbery on one end, and it just grabs it. And then I'm going to stick that right there. Let's see. That's good. Okay, and then I would just write on it with my black fine tip pen and just write Spade. I went to the spa with a friend. It was fun. Okay, so that's perfect. You know, cute little decoration for that you can write on. And then I think everything else was stickers. I really do. Like, yeah, everything else was stickers. And so I love how you can take your scraps and just your hodgepodge of things to make these. And I love how the square punch is the perfect size for most of these squares. And I love keeping my calendar pages because it just keeps a record of kind of what I do. And you could put them in your book. Let's do that. Let's say you have your scrapbook. And I love top loading pages. So let me just show you this book. It's got, this is new. I just put this together. So it's got some Spargo, like regular pages. These are my favorite pages, this Spargo color. And it's got some white pages in the back. I prefer the Spargo. White's great too. But then I've mixed in a lot of these top loading pages. These are some other videos that I've done. So I just want to give you an idea of how I would use this in a book. You could take this cardstock out because it comes with cardstock in these top loading pages. Save this to scrap on or to use as white cardstock, and then just slip this in. I love working on my pages outside of my book and then just slipping them in these top loading pages. So that could be this book could be like a through the year book, and then you could have a title page here, and then your first page could be, well, your title page could be through the year, you know, and then you open it up and have something here, and then your first page could be this because it's January. You could also put 2025. The numbers come with these too, and then behind here, you could just scrap on the back of that page and use this paper, and then have like a section of January pictures, like maybe, let's say 4 pages of January pages. If you didn't want to scrap on the back of that, like if that color didn't work for you, you could scrap on the back, you know, of this. You could scrap on this cardstock or your favorite printed paper, and then just put it in behind. You know, you can scrap on cardstock or paper, whatever you prefer. Just, I typically don't, like if I'm going to scrapbook on 2 pieces of paper that are thin, like I would tend to just put them back to back and not have the cardboard in between. Because then you would have 3 things in one pocket, and it just weighs your book down more. But you can scrapbook on cardstock on both sides of it or one side of it. And then I could just scrapbook straight on here, or if I wanted, I could scrapbook straight on a piece of paper. So, or the back of that paper. I think y'all get the idea. So then you could have a section of January pictures, and then you could come here, and then you could do a February calendar and have a section of February pictures. So it's a cool way to divide your book up, and also to keep up with life as it happens. I think it's a good visual to show like what your life is like and what you did. I mean, I wouldn't put every little tiny doctor's appointment and haircut on here because that's not really, you know, family time, but things that were important that you did, like scrapbook events, parties, dinners, all that, I do put in there. So, because scrapbooking is a big part of my life. Going to crops is kind of part of my social life, and I love it. And anyway, I do spend a lot of time at those events. So thank y'all for watching. I hope you like these. I love that calendar kit collection. It's just awesome, and I'm going to order some extras of it personally because I like it so much, so that when it goes out of stock, I will still be able to have this. I'd like to think they'll start coming out with this for every collection, but I don't know if they're going to do that this year because it was new last year, so we'll just wait and see. But thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and it would make my day if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like my videos. It helps me a whole lot to get more subscribers, and then any videos that you like that I do, just click that like button, and it helps me a lot if you do that. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.